everyone, I'm Keita and welcome to Travel Becomes Me channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you another one of my very special friends, Dr. Keisha Thompson. And we'll talk about how to set up your very own travel vision board to help you manifest your wildest travel dreams. But before we get into it, if this is your first time tuning into the Travel Becomes Me channel, I'm Keita. I'm a finance lawyer and author, but most importantly, and probably the reason why you're here, is that I'm a luxury travel enthusiast and educator that's been to over 60 countries and overseas territories, using strategies and tools that I've found have been helpful in traveling luxe for less. And on this channel, I'll teach you how to use them. So now let's get into today's topic. So as you'll see in a few short moments, Dr. Keisha is an incredible woman, and I'll let you know a little bit more about her over in our interview. Welcome, Dr. Keisha. How are you?
I'm good, Keita. How are you doing?
I am well. Thank you so much for coming to the Travel Becomes Me channel.
Thank you for having me. I am so deeply honored to be here.
Thank you. So Dr. Keisha, or Dr. Keisha Thompson, is a very good friend that I have known since I was 15 or 16 years old, so quite a long time. She is a fabulous person. She has her doctorate in counseling psychology from Texas A&M University. She is an expert at many things, including diversity and inclusion, in building communities, particularly for Black women, through content and events that focus on women's empowerment and building joy in their lives. She has two podcasts that you should check out. One is the Black and Saved podcast, and the other one is the Misadventures of an Inspired Woman. And I was actually on episode number 3. So if you haven't yet, you should go check that out. It's a very
season 1.
Of season 1. That's right. We are in season 2. So if you have not checked out the podcast, you really should. They are very entertaining and inspiring and uplifting. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to develop a travel vision board. So as I've told you, that an important part of your strategic travel plan is to initially start with mapping out where it is that you'd like to go, where it is in your wildest travel dream would you like to see yourself appear. And an initial step to that is thinking through and developing an idea around where that might be. So Dr. Keisha is an expert at this. She has held many vision board events. And today she's going to walk us through some really good strategies for making sure that you develop a vision board that's effective and is helpful in assisting you with manifesting your wildest travel dreams. So let's get into it.
All right.
So the first question that I have for you, Dr. Keisha, in terms of sitting down to actually develop your travel vision board, where do you suggest people start?
So you have two options with the vision board. You can do a physical one with photos and magazine cutouts, or you could go the digital route, right? But before you even do all of that, you really need to sort of sit and think about, where do I want to go? And a way to get to that is sort of like asking yourself, okay, do I want sun and sand? Do I want adventure? Do I want cold and snow? What am I wearing? Am I trying to have fashion moments? Because let me tell you, fashion moments are very important in the whole travel plan here, okay? And so you start thinking about these kinds of things. And then some people, you know automatically which places you want to go to. You already have a list of places. And so it's not just like making a list, but okay, when you go to, was it Morocco you went to?
I did that
the other year, right?
Towards the end of 2019 with Ross.
Right, you went to Morocco. What did you want to do? Like, what do you want to do when you get to Morocco? Those are the visuals that you want to put on your vision board, right? Again, fashion moments. You can think about what types of clothing do you want? I know a big thing with people when they travel now is to set up photo shoots, right? So if that's something that you want to do, look up what types of photo shoots people have done and get those images, get all those things in your head first, and then we're going to either put it down on a physical vision board or we're going to create a digital vision board with it. So the first thing is to sort of maybe close your eyes and picture, okay, I want to go, where do I want to go? What sort of environment do I want to be in? And what do I want to be doing when I'm there? Am I lounging by the pool? Am I going on these like trail rides? Like, what is it that you're doing? And those are the images that you're gathering, that you're going to put on your vision board.
So thanks, that was very helpful. So in terms of what the vision board should go on, right? So you mentioned there's two options, physical versus digital. Do you suggest any particular size? Do you suggest any particular digital medium that it be stored on? And are there particular tools that you suggest people use in developing their vision board?
So I love the glue and the paper and all of that. You can get a standard size poster board from the, whatever store, office supply store. I would say cut it in half if it's for travel, unless travel is just like your whole thing, then just do the whole thing, because that's going to be a big thing. I know for me, I'm looking over at one of my vision boards and travel is a piece of it, right? So there are suitcases on there. There are specific names of places. There are airplanes and things like that. But I picked those out of magazines, and it was like, I had to flip through the magazines to see if they happen to have an image of the place I want it to be. Right now, I'm really feeling digital vision boards though. And like I recently did a whole YouTube video on how to do a digital vision board. And I know you love it.
Yes. So I'll link to the video below in the description. But for me, that's how to get me to finish a vision board.
Listen,
tell me to do it digitally.
I'm trying not to tell your business here, but certain people that's in this video, that's not me, for years, they will start the physical vision board and they will never finish it. Matter of fact, the last time she left the whole vision board over here at my house. But don't worry, nothing, anyway. But when I introduced the idea of, hey, let's do this virtually, she jumped on it. She's created like maybe 5, 6, 10 vision boards at this point.
Easily. I have them scattered all over my office. I have them in sections.
And so she's created vision boards for particular things, which is what I love. Like, right, this is what you actually do. So if you're going to do a vision board, particularly for travel, I highly recommend Canva, which is what I sort of walk you through the tutorial on that on my channel. But you get these visuals off the internet and you put them onto, or you can use a Microsoft PowerPoint or any sort of presentation. I don't recommend Word because you won't have the freedom to move the images around and resize them. But something like PowerPoint or Pages or something like that, you can move it around. You can write words, type out words on there. And so I highly recommend that, because the really great thing about a virtual vision board is you can save it as the wallpaper on your computer. You can save it as the wallpaper on your phone. You can send it to friends to keep you accountable. And you can also still print it out, frame it nicely, and it becomes a piece of art in your workspace.
That's certainly what I'm doing. So I highly recommend digital, but I did physical for many years to varying degrees of completion.
Degrees of completion.
So in terms of getting from development of the vision board to manifestation of your travel dreams, what do you suggest people do in terms of using their vision board as a constant reminder or as a motivation to sort of strive toward their goals?
So my thing is goals. Like, I'm all about goals. We do #goals brunch. We set out goals. We mastermind together. Like, I'm all about goals, right? And so for me, the vision board is a visual representation of your goals and dreams. And not just your goals and dreams, because dreams are wonderful and they're whimsical and they're just kind of like these fluffy things in the sky that you can reach up to. But in order to make them tangible, you have to make your dreams become goals. And until you write them down, until you create a visual of them, until you create a plan around them, they're going to stay dreams. And dreams are wonderful things to have, and you should always have them, but you want them to be able to transform into goals, right? And so once you get that information down on paper, on your vision board, then it's a constant reminder. Put it someplace that you're always looking at. that one, it can be inspirational and aspirational, that you're like, yes, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. And then it's a reminder, okay, I need to put this money aside. Okay, I need to take this time off. I need to make all these plans, because it's always there in your face. Then it becomes almost like a checklist when we get to the point where we're like, wait a minute, I actually went there. I actually did that. And then we feel better because we actually accomplished something. So beyond actually living out your dream, you accomplish something that you set forth to do. So a lot of times it's not simply just sitting and thinking about it, but it's sitting and thinking about it and creating a plan that supports that. And having that visual reminder plays a big role in it.
Excellent, excellent. So if we can recap then. So the first step, or the first strategy in developing a successful travel vision board, is to first sit with your thoughts, think through exactly where it is that you want to go, and think about what you want to do when you get there, including whether or not you're going to have any fashion photo shoots, what kinds of events or adventurous activities you might engage in. Think about it very deeply, right? So that's number one. Number two, make a determination as to what kind of vision board you're going to have. Is it going to be digital? Is it going to be on a poster board? How are you going to source photos and inspiring text? Are you going to go through magazines and newspapers? Are you going to look on the internet and pull images from there? So that's number two. Number three, remember that your vision board is there as a source of inspiration and aspiration, right? So you have to make sure that when you're putting it in a prominent place that allows you to have a consistent reminder of what your dreams are, you have to make sure that that's leading toward manifestation of a goal, and that you're actively moving toward that goal. So that was excellent. That was so excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So let us know, where can the people find you?
Wherever travel becomes me resides. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. Keisha. That's Dr_Keisha. I have a few videos, and some of my podcast is on YouTube as well. Otherwise, yeah, Instagram will be your main place to find me. My website is drkeisha.nyc, and you will find out all about my blogs and my podcast. I have a podcasting class coming out soon through Skillshare. And so if you connect with me through Instagram, you'll see as soon as that becomes available.
Thank you so much, Dr. Keisha.